What's happening, everyone? JayShockblast here, and you know, I feel like it was just yesterday that I made a video talking about this Sam Raimi Suit debacle that has plagued Marvel's Spider-Man on PS4. And, you know, you don't deserve it, but there's an update today, and with it, you have the webbed suit. And you want to know what's funny? Look at this. Look at the change there, right? Okay. So you got the protruding spider lines, right? Really not a huge difference between the two. All right. Oh, I mean, you got the bigger logo on the back. A little bit different, but it's barely different. Now, here's my take on this, all right? I understand that that trilogy of movies is really big in the lives of a lot of people. It's what a lot of people grew up with. But, you know, all they wanted to do was do something nice and special for everybody and have it be a surprise, drop it today, December 20th, and say, hey, surprise, it's there for you, go play, have fun. But everybody had to ruin it because they don't know how to handle themselves and even handle disappointment. And I don't understand. It's really stupid and unfortunate that everything came to this. And I don't know, man. Like, I honestly don't believe that you guys deserve it. You really don't deserve it. But you got it, and that's all that counts, I suppose. So here it is. Here's the suit that everybody's been complaining about. This was like the be-all, end-all for so many people. Had to have this suit. All right.
Possible body. Come on now, stretch your legs.
They thought I knew where Fisk hid his money, but I'm just a bank teller.
Not again. There they are!
I just gotta say, you're like my hell.
So, I don't know. I just think it's really unfortunate. It ruined a lot of people's experience that made the game. They just wanted to, you know, give you something that you wanted, and they wanted to do it as a surprise. And they didn't get the opportunity to do that because everybody had to sit there and just cry and complain and feel like they were owed some kind of an explanation as to why this wasn't out, why they didn't know anything. You know, sometimes people just want to do their development and have surprises like this. And why can't they, you know? Why can't they just have a nice surprise and have you guys wake up one morning and say, oh my God, what I've been waiting for is here? Would that have really been so difficult? And I see all these explanations like, oh, they should be more open. And no, they don't. No, they shouldn't. Because look at the Avengers project. What is everybody doing right now? They're complaining because they've heard nothing. And that's probably because they're having problems in their development. There's issues. I've heard through the grapevine that it's not going so well. And, you know, it's unfortunate because the folks at Insomniac were probably sitting on this saying, oh, we can't wait for this to drop. We can't wait for this to drop. We're going to do it as a surprise. They're going to be so surprised. They're going to be so excited. And it turned into a bad thing. And that's just unfortunate. And I don't even, like, honestly, I think it's great that they did the suit for people. But at the same time, I just don't feel like you guys deserve it. Like, not everybody. Like, some people were obviously mature about it. And I made that point in my video yesterday. You know, it's not everybody. It's the ones that are sitting there acting entitled like they are owed this suit. No, you're not. And it's not even that good. Like, it's a suit. It's just a random Spider-Man suit. I understand that there are people that, you know, grew up with the suit in the movies and all that good stuff. And that's fine. But I just, you know, you gotta handle it better.
Have an impressive social circle.
And it is hard sometimes to play and record at the same time. So here's our free roam. I hate it when they hit you like mid punch. No, I meant to do.
End of the road.
I don't get all the fuss. I really don't. Like, I understand. What if you just, like, what if it was until the next game that they put it in here? Would it have really been that bad? They're going to put new suits in the next game, too. Do you want to just play Spider-Man 2 with all the same suits from this game? Like, there is a limitation on the suits they can do for just Spider-Man and Peter Parker. Sure, they could have more Miles suits, and maybe in the next game they start including suits from, you know, from Spider-Verse characters, which I guess they're already technically doing, you know. But I don't know, man. Like, it's really got to be frustrating for them to like do this nice thing, get harassed nonstop. Like, anybody that defends the harassment of these employees can get bent. Like, I don't understand the thought process and entitlement that comes into this. It's a nice suit, don't get me wrong. It's not one that, like, I was super excited about, though. Like, we've had this suit in games before. There's plenty of suits that I would have liked to have seen, and there's plenty of games. Like, look at all the Lego games that have been out, alright? They haven't done any X-Men characters in ages, and I say the same thing to those people. You know, I want Deadpool's my second favorite. I mean, he's basically my favorite character right there with Nova. Those two are my two favorite characters in comics. And I wanted Deadpool in all those Lego games, but, you know, he hasn't been. And you know what? You just deal with it. And you hope for the next one that he's in there. It is what it is. You can't get what you want all the time. And I just don't understand this campaign to, like, blow the game up, basically. Like, oh, this game is so bad. It doesn't have a Sam Raimi Suit. It's just so stupid. And, like, some of the rationales that people were coming up with yesterday was just so awful. Like, there were some good comments. There were some mature comments, and I appreciated that. You know, from people that wanted the suit. And if you can't recognize how terrible, like, people were being about this, like, you're...
Come on, fellas.
Awful.
Can't keep ducking income tax like this.
There's one of them that didn't... I don't know how to get into photo mode otherwise. There's, like, supposedly a new way to get in here. Good pose, bad lighting.
Nothing puts a pep in my step like halting an illegal drug deal.
So I'm sure that you don't... I don't know. I don't like making videos like this, but, like, people deserve to be called out for their childish actions. And, like, disagreeing with somebody doesn't make it childish. So, like, they'll be like, oh, you're being childish. No, I'm not. I'm mocking you and you don't like it. Like, that, there's a huge difference. So I feel like they've kind of rewarded bad behavior. And it is what it is. I think ultimately they would rather do that than deal with the harassment they were getting. And that's unfortunate. That's a sign of the time.
Those guys are already breaking. I better stop the entry.
No! It's Spider-Man!
Ever hear a knocking?
Can't hit him up there! How's he move so fast?
Somebody can let me know in this in the comments what buttons I gotta press to get into photo mode. I was trying. The lighting is just bad. That's one of the things. One of the very few things I dislike about this game. Shadows everywhere. And I guess it's accurate, but like sometimes I just don't need everything to be realistic to that extent, you know?
Look at it this way. If I'd actually let you break in, you'd be going away for a lot longer.
Ah, I keep like trying to
And we're done.
press buttons, hoping that that's the way. I guess I could probably just look in. So like I said, it's a nice looking suit. Don't get me wrong.
Really him?
I just,
Come on. Sorry.
I don't know. I thought the lighting would be better over here.
Looking good, Spidey.
There you go. There's a good shot. So, I mean, end of the day, I hope everybody's happy here. You know, I really do. I just wish that people like went about it a little bit better. I just really feel like it's rewarding the worst behavior for some people. But there are some people that were really genuinely good about it, you know? And I guess those are the people that I'm happy for.
Pursuit in progress. Please converge on Tenderloin. Over.
So we're going to go after this guy one more time. I guess the good thing about this is the DLC comes out tomorrow. And I got a little bit of practice in. Because that's been the bad thing with the last two DLCs. Is I didn't play a little bit ahead of time. So I guess thank you for that. Oh, that should be a good one. No! 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 I was too busy trying to mess around with the photo mode.
Reinforcements. I guess this is what they call organized crime. Never touches ground.
I don't know why I missed that.
That concludes our Spider-Man car tour of New York.
Yeah, see what I mean?
Look at us. We'd make a heck of.
Oh, I missed it. Some of these people are creepy too.
I'm fighting team.
Looking good, Spidey.
Please don't touch the suit. Hello.
Why does everyone think we're so great? Hi.
Shoot a weapon.
You are so cool. Just look natural.
All right, well, you know, I'm sure people didn't enjoy
Rep their brand.
hearing a tongue full, but for those of you that patiently waited, you know, congratulations, you got your suit. So, hope you guys enjoyed as much as you could. Oh man, it's just such a weird trip. We'll see.